Hi, my name is McKenna, and I am here with my team representing the COVID Companions. Our team has prepared a plan to help your company overcome the business adversities coronavirus has caused. We have provided you with a timeline of events and a summary of our presentation. Feel free to refer to these throughout the presentation. An advertisement was released showing people licking their fingers in mid March. People found this ad to be insensitive to the heightening concerns of coronavirus, as everyone had repeatedly heard to avoid touching their face and be cautious about germs. The advertisement prompted over 150 people to file complaints to the Advertising Standards Authority, as well as multiple news outlets to write articles and talk about this ad. The ad was described as irresponsible, forcing the advertising campaign to be pulled completely. The ad, on top of being called irresponsible, quote, potentially encourages behavior that might increase the chances of coronavirus spreading, according to a source at Fox News. Multiple articles have discussed this ad and its untimely appearance. The ad was clever, but might have been a bit ahead of its time amidst the coronavirus pandemic. With such a negative response from the public, the ad was pulled from the media in hopes to help recover and maintain a positive company image. I'm now going to be handing off to Jacob to talk about the consumer and company impacts.
Thanks, McKenna. To assess the potential impacts on a company that communicates poorly during a crisis, I'm going to reference Sandy Leash, co-founder of a crisis communication company, who published an article in Forbes outlining these mistakes companies often make when it comes to crisis communication. According to her, appearing tone deaf can lead to long-term reputational damages, as consumers will develop a negative view of the company. This could also dissuade potential new customers from doing business with the company. Under-communication can lead to an increase in speculation and the spread of misinformation, which would lead to the magnification of the impact on the company. Over-communicating can lead to an increase in concern and scrutiny, and it will appear to make the company look more panicked and overall decrease their credibility. Lack of compassion can lead to an increased perception that the company doesn't care about the consumer, which will lead to less business as a whole. Inconsistency leads to mistrust and confusion, as consumers will have a hard time deciphering what to believe. Overlooking an audience can lead to rumors, confusion, and mistrust. Finally, communicating without resources can make a company look panicked, disorganized, and not credible. All of these can alienate the company's consumer base and have long-term impacts on sales, brand loyalty, and reputation. Because KFC called on us to help with the crisis, we're going to help them avoid these common mistakes. When consumers saw KFC's advertisement, they were upset and felt it was ignorant of KFC to publish the ad amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Because of this, some consumers did feel the need to complain. The decrease in brand reputation and unnecessary bad publicity can deter consumers and potential consumers alike from visiting the restaurant. Knowing the 7 mistakes not to make when communicating during a crisis and understanding the importance of what the impact on consumers will be, KFC can effectively manage the crisis and assure that communication mistakes like this one will not happen in the future. Communication is vital in this sense, as further mistakes can lead to a decrease in their consumer base, brand loyalty, and damage their reputation. To discuss our proposed plan of action, I'm going to be handed over to Michaela.
Thanks, Jacob. I'm here to discuss the proposed plan of action for KFC. The company was caught in a tight spot putting out this ad at the same time that the coronavirus surfaced. It is now important for the company to begin rebuilding their image in the eyes of consumers and stakeholders. In simple terms, the company needs to make whoever was affected by the ad feel good. The first step to resolving this situation is to send out an apology. As Dr. Ed Powers at Northeastern University says, in most cases, if you don't respond within the first few hours, people typically jump to conclusions. In the apology statement, KFC needs to directly address their base, take ownership, and reiterate their commitment to safe social practices, especially in the wake of COVID-19. It wouldn't hurt to include the steps the company has already taken to combat the coronavirus. KFC then needs to take that message and make it company-wide. By doing this, KFC can improve its brand reputation and improve its relationship with the core base, which is vital, as the core base of consumers are the ones to defend KFC in the case of future PR issues. My colleague Dustin will go into more detail as to why a quick apology is beneficial to the company later in the presentation. Another way KFC can help improve their customer relationship, as well as their relationship with the core base of the company, is by showing heart. This is an acronym created by authors at the Harvard Business Review, and it is meant to assist companies in crisis-like situations on how to maintain a positive business-to-customer relationship. KFC should do their best to humanize the company, educate about change, assure stability, revolutionize offerings, and tackle the future. So far, here's what has been accomplished by KFC as they put this strategy to work. KFC has been diligent with their efforts to keep their customers at ease, implementing vigorous health and safety precautions such as plexiglass dividers on the counters, increased sanitation measures, face masks, touch-free thermometers all contribute to keeping customer concerns at a minimum. KFC is also offering contactless delivery options, as well as adjusted carryout and drive-through processes to make it easier to abide by social distancing measures. Now, I'm going to hand it off to Dustin to discuss some other things that have been done by KFC, as well as other parts of our solution.
Thanks, Michaela. So some additional things KFC has done is to respond to this PR disaster brilliantly. They have done this by flooding the website with examples of community engagement. These include things such as giving free food to healthcare workers, police officers, and to children in need. This is all excellent PR. By doing this, KFC is showing the customer base that they care. But more importantly, by going above and beyond for healthcare workers during the pandemic, KFC is setting themselves up to significantly increase their brand reputation, even among those who don't eat at the restaurant. Now, I'd like to talk about the other part to the solution, an apology. I'd like to reiterate some important parts, because apology is very important for the company to do well. It makes you look good. But you must remember, when making it, there are several things that are important. This is KFC needs to be honest, factual, take responsibility, and see how they're going to improve the current situation. If they do these things, then they'll successfully maneuver the situation as best as they can, which is exactly what it's about. The final thing I'd like to talk about is what else a company needs to know and keep in mind. Remember, many other companies have had similar problems. This is not the first advertising mistake, nor will it be the last. So learn from others. A crisis can be managed to your advantage. You just have to play your cards right. And that means it's best to contain it quickly. So get on top of it. If you do that, then you prevent it from spiraling out of control. Finally, remember that an apology needs to be meant. Otherwise, it's not better than nothing. Now, I'd like to introduce Orgel to finish our presentation.
Thank you, Dustin. We are predicting that KFC follows the guidelines suggested by COVID Companion. they were able to maintain a positive business relationship with their customers while clearing up the negative feelings about the advertisement. As the calendar shows that our all events can help KFC, our handouts suggest that if the right steps taken, company and customers should have the ability to retain their positive image and consumer base as early as May 14th. And please contact us with any questions and concerns anytime. Call 303 333 3131 and email us to covidcompanionsgmail.com. COVID Companions, we are always ready and open to help you. Thank you.